So the market is absolutely freaking pumping this morning, and it is Sunday, March 2nd. There's never a dull day in crypto. Never a dull day in crypto. We're going to talk about what happened, why it happened, and where to go from here, and what I'm doing about it right now as we speak. I'm going to do some live trades on this. And before we get any further, just remember, I am not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But like I said before, every day in crypto is absolutely exciting. So that's why we do a video every single day. So make sure to check in for new videos daily. They usually drop at around 8 a.m. and then later in the day if something material happens. But that being said, let's get right into it and talk about what is going on in the market. Look at this green pump, not a small pump. This isn't a 5-10% pump. ADA up 66%, Solana 23%, Algo 20%, XRP 33% jump today. Look at these things. Ethereum up 12%. Bitcoin, where's my brother Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin's somewhere here. Also pumping as we speak. It was at $79,000 and change the other day, as you well know. We dropped down. I mean, this is the 1 minute. Let's look at the 1 day. We dropped down significantly. And look at that. I even got my circles here still. Double top, broke the neckline, broke down all the way down to about $78,000. And then it shot up. Now today, oops, don't want to move my green. Today, I already closed out one trade at a significant profit. I put another trade on much higher leverage. It is bouncing up against this 91.5 right now as we speak in the moment. And let's pull this up. See, it's trying to see this red line right here. That's a floor or a ceiling of resistance. Gosh, I always start out saying I'm wrong. That is a ceiling of resistance. Bitcoin is trying to bust through that. And if it can, and that's a strong ceiling of resistance. If you look at this, the resistance floors and supports are made from prior history at that price range. So if you look right, oops, let me get out of this automatic. Okay. If you tighten this up, let's go to the 1 day. If you tighten this up and you look at this, we had right here, there's a serious resistance here. I mean, it's going to take a bit of energy to bust through there. We got some energy this morning, people. We got some momentum. Why? Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, which I say a lot, Donald Trump is at it again. Donald Trump is at it again, and he has announced this morning none other than, let's see if I can find a good reading of it. Crypto Twitter is all about it today. All right, U.S. Crypto Reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of the corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve. That includes XRP, Solana, and ADA. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Now, the first thing I noticed when I saw that, I was like, oh crap, what about Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum? Then he comes back and says, and obviously, not obvious, but obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum as other valuable cryptocurrencies will be at the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. Whew, that was a close one. Can you imagine if a crypto strategic reserve was formed without Bitcoin? I would lose my mind, and I know a lot of people would, and then it looked like there's some kind of fix is in play. Now, the reality is that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, what did I miss? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano, that was the other one, are at the heart of this thing. Bitcoin just absolutely skyrocketing this morning. You know, it's up since this morning when I woke up. It was down here at the 85, and I checked it, and I actually, let's see, it's up a solid 7%. That's a pretty big move for an asset worth trillions, over $1 trillion. So that's a pretty big move. Let's look at where this Bitcoin dominance is right now. Gosh, it's got to be going down a little bit because those other coins are going up. XRP, Cardano, Solana, they are absolutely rocketing right now. Look at this. Cardano up 68%. Solana up 25%. XRP up 32%. Like I said earlier, these things are going up. Crypto fear and greed. We still have extreme fear. We're at 22. I think that's going to get updated today. I think the fear is going to start to subside with these big announcements. And then you're going to have a move to the upside. The fear and greed and Bitcoin fear and greed up 26. It was down at 10 the other day? I mean, it was in the dumps. Couldn't get any lower. Well, it could have. Go to zero. but couldn't get much lower. Now the Fed, this is all still in play. What's the Fed doing? Still a 7% chance of a rate hike next time around. But look, by the end of the year, they're not targeting, up here anymore. They're targeting down here, almost 100 basis points cut by the end of the year. And I think you're going to see that change. Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, Bitcoin is pumping right now because of a crypto strategic reserve being made, the framework coming out. We have a pretty major event on Friday. Next Friday, March 7th, they're having a big crypto meeting, we'll call it that, at the White House. I'm sorry, my words are really low on this Sunday morning. But there's a lot of bullish things happening. And then the last week, Did You Get Played was on the theme, the title of this today. And did you? It's okay if you did, because I was this close to panicking. I didn't panic, and I had to reset my way of thinking. I'm like, well, what's really going on? What's really going on is that people were trying to shake you out before all this news was mentioned. Oh man, there's trouble, right? These are all of the longs that are put on. Now there's not a lot of shorts here. Most of those shorts probably got closed off. The problem I see is the volatility piece. This is what causes the volatility. People, pumped and they ran panic leveraged like I did. I'm going to close mine out shortly. I didn't panic leverage. I smart leverage. Big difference. But now there's all this liquidity here. Look for some move to the downside to capture some of this liquidity, and then another move to the upside. Or is this it? Is the bottom in and we're only heading up? I want to hear that from you now. Put down below if you think the bottom is in and it's only up from here on Bitcoin. It's hard to imagine that we haven't even started the strategic buying or even understand what that means, yet it is still, crypto is still pumping. But is this a buy the rumor, sell the news type event? I always worry about those. So one more thing, let this serve as a stark reminder, the importance, or at least the impact of government getting involved in crypto, positively and negatively. For the last 3 years, it was suppressed by government. Now it's going to open up. It's going to cause a whole nother set of issues. Manipulation, wide stream adoption brings with it is real. And presidents getting involved does have a pump effect. Pump effect. Bitcoin went from $85,000 to $91,000, $6,000, $7,000 in a jump. It happens pretty fast before I could really do everything I wanted it to do. But here's what I did do. I already showed you this briefly, but let me show you what I'm going to continue to do with this. Here's a Bitcoin I did on BTCC, not financial advice. This is risky stuff. Make sure you understand how to limit and mitigate your risk if you're going to do it at all. And if you are going to trade, check out BTCC. I got a link down below. I've been using them for a while. They do a pretty good job. But here's what I'm looking at. Here's where we are. This is a short time frame. This is like a minute chart. It's still trying to go up against that 91.5. It's a serious ceiling of resistance. I moved my stop. This is where I initiated that trade. I kept moving my stop loss up. So that's the most money I can make or lose. Right now it's a make. The most money I'm going to make is $21 on a $17 trade. So I'm over 100% already. No matter what happens, I'm going to make 20 or 100% return on my investment. So I put in 18. I'm going to get my 18 back plus 21. So that's over 100%. So that being said, I have some other trades on. I have this Ondo trade. Okay, BTCC, same thing. Here I'm up significantly. I'm going to move my stop loss up so I don't lose any money. I love BTCC for this reason. I can just move that stop loss up. I'm a visual person. The most I can lose is make $20. So I'm guaranteed 100% to win this trade. Okay. If it could pull down, stop me out, and then go back to the upside. But what am I really going to complain about that moment? This was a $18 trade, and I'm going to more than make 100% return. I'm already at 181% return, but here I will cover all of what I put in plus 100% profit. I cannot lose on this trade. Now I have 2 winning trades no matter what happens. Third one, I put this in when it was fearful. There's a lot of fear in the market. I put this trade on. Now where is my... Okay, I'm up this, but my stop loss, do I even have a stop loss? Geez, that would be dumb if I don't have a stop loss. Oh, yes. Nope. I got 2 take profits, no stop loss. I'm an idiot. I guess I meant to do a stop loss, didn't. Okay, so let's put that stop loss in, talk about mitigating risk. And let's put this up. Oh, let's find some support here. go below the, give it a little breathing room below the support. Now, no matter what, I'm going to make at least a 50% return on this trade on SUI. So I got 3 winning trades no matter what. I've raised my stop loss to take profit at a profitable amount. Now I can let this trade win. I can liquidate 100% or I can liquidate some of it. I'm going to liquidate 100%. I should probably lessen that, but these are small trades. This is indicative of bigger trade accounts I have. But for these ones, it's just to show you what I'm doing, how I'm playing this market. And this is one way. When it's very fearful and you have a lot of fear in the marketplace and things are on the downtrend, and I look at that bottom range and I say, if I'm at the bottom of the range, I'm going to buy and maybe put on some leveraged trades. If they go down, I'll stop out. If they go up, I'll ride them up and place my trailer a little bit behind it to give it room to breathe, but to ensure I don't lose any money whatsoever. I might not make as much, but I'd rather do that than lose, period. So that's about it. So a lot of stuff going on. Trump pump today. Did you get knocked out of the market? Did you stay in? Did you liquidate some positions? Let me know down below what you did. You know, this market is just, there's so much good news coming out. It's hard for me to sell, but at the same time, I've got to take a profit or I'm not going to be in this market forever. This pump will not last forever. Pumps die and then dumps happen. And then pumps happen and then they die and then they dump. And this is what happens. So you want to take profits on the way up, DCA on the way down if you feel comfortable where the market's going long term. That's all I got this time, and I will see you next time.